Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Taken down just shy of midfield. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready. Go, big. Black open.
From just shy of midfield, Lance over the middle, Cooper with it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. You remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance going to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. start on the ground here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
43.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. And it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Scott. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Olave, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Give to Davis-Price up the middle here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners have moved out in front. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go again with Scott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals, it's 6-4 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the 38, Mahomes. He'll get this out wide to Scott. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. They'll run with Scott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
An option give to Davis Price. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. This will be caught inside the 10. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Able to get this one to McBride. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ninersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
Here we go, set. Strong red. Red, cycle.
To throw, it's Lance. He gets this one to Davis Price. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Lance looks to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Lance now on 1st down. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little. And they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set.
Lance now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second down. Here's Davis Price. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 96 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Lance now on first down. Rager catches it left side, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Here we go.
2nd and 8 coming up. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game, because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Come on, set. Watch out.
They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The Lance going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he will will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of